good. That when they're playing football, they're actually playing football. Like the movement, it's just the end result. And at least the build-up play is really good. It's the Tottenham is unbearable.
I send you guys thing. It says number of days since each Premier League team last won a league game. Tottenham's on the bottom at 64.
Dude, we have the worst 2026 record.
Well, you guys haven't won a game.
So I just said, yeah, well, fucking thank you. It's fucking horrible.
Why are you not wearing a jersey?
I ain't know now, mate. I'm sorry. I shouldn't be wearing this. I'm bloody piping hot right now.
Take it off.
You'd like that, wouldn't you?
Give me 1 second, sorry.
Yeah, so going back to the conversation of like today's football is bad. It's not. It's just like people complaining about basketball saying, "Oh, it's too many threes."
Again, I wasn't saying what is better. I was saying what was more enjoyable to watch. That's what I just kept saying.
So,
I enjoyed the football in the late 90s and the early 2000s.
I think if you went back and tried to watch it now, though, you would have not enjoyed it. Like, I think you'd have a hard time enjoying it now.
Like now, a possession, you're used to them having a possession, having like 15, 20 passes in a row. You go back and watch those games, like 4 passes, 5 passes, clear it out, throw it.
I'd be interested to go back and watch because there's games I remember. Like,
all right.
For example, Champions League, Zidane. Yeah. That left foot volley. It was only a 1-0 game.
Yeah, but
what else do you remember from that game?
You're remembering moments. Yeah,
but what else do you remember from that game?
That's basically what I remember from that game.
There we go. Moments.
But there was moments. But you're saying it's the same thing today. But there's few and far between moments. It's just literally build up play, pass it back around the back. And and I know what you said about defenders, and what they mean by that is I don't want to watch a defender pass the ball left and right between the left back and fucking right back. I want to see the midfield create something towards the forwards. That's what I want to see.
The best pass I've ever seen, or not the most entertaining pass, the sexiest pass I've ever seen is a pass from Marcelo to Carvajal.
That's different when you hit it across the box, like half volley.
Yeah.
That was fucking beautiful.
And you know what I'm talking about. You know the pass I'm talking about.
Yeah, I know exactly what you're talking about.
Yeah. So here's the thing. Like a few years ago, I wanted to go back and watch the 2002 World Cup final.
Mm-hmm. Did you?
Which I think is the greatest, the most dominant national team tournament ever because they won every single game they played. I turned it off after like 20 minutes, man.
Yeah. I did that. I think I did that with an FA Cup final. It was like Chelsea Liverpool or Chelsea Arsenal at like 2000 and same right around the same time period. It is ugly. Hello and welcome to episode 126 of Draft Offsides. I'm Atiko Nenza. My name is Keith. Follow us at Draft Offsides at all places that you can. All right, boys, let's get into the headlines. Let's talk a little bit. It's a short game week, so by the time you listen to this, games will just about be starting. So we've adjusted our format a little bit for that reason. Let's just talk headlines for game week 28, and then we can then get into waivers for game week 29, and then kind of look ahead to game week 29 and beyond. Tico, you want to take waivers?
All right, let's get this started. So first off, Villa dropped some more points. They're out of the running for the Premiership as of right now. No way they catch up. And now the focus shifts to top 4. That was a very disappointing loss they had to
Wolves.
Was it Wolves? 2-0. Wolves are on a hot streak. So, and with that Wolves win, Keith, congrats. Last week you said you need them to win another game. So to secure Derby County's worst record ever.
Derby County right here, baby.
Ah, there we go. Hey,
look at
falling
that.
apart. I've had it for so long.
It's been just like the team.
Yeah, I think, and so obviously, terrible showing for Villa, but also importantly, terrible fantasy showing for Villa. Morgan Rogers was the highest scorer with 8.5 points. Ian Maatsen next, and I don't even think Ian Maatsen started the game. Did he?
No. I pick up Lucas Digne in the hopes of getting a clean sheet, and obviously they gave up a goal, didn't do shit. And
Maatsen scored 8.25 points in 19 minutes. And obviously Douglas Luiz 7.25. I guess you're okay with that, but then everyone else is pretty poor. So just
pretty dismal.
Very bad. And they play Chelsea next. And I think Villa's been on a little bit of a downswing. So I would probably be obviously, you have Morgan Rogers, where you draft him, you probably have to start him. But I think for everyone else, maybe Douglas Luiz, you still start, but I'd be tempering my Villa picks going into the midweek. What do you think?
I agree. Chelsea's going to try to bounce back after losing to Arsenal this week. So, but they'll be without Neto, right? So is Esteval still playing?
He had a hamstring injury. He hurt himself in training. I don't know if he'll be back in time.
Okay. So who's that? Garnacho?
Garnacho. Yeah, Gittins is still injured. So unless the lap plays or something, it's probably gonna be Garnacho. There's just not really any other healthy attackers.
So yeah, I'd maybe look a little bit. And who else? Is there any Chelsea defenders? Is Fofana? Is he still out?
Fofana, that's a good question. I think it's just a 1-game injury because there was 2 yellows.
Yeah.
Or 1-game suspension. I'm sorry, just because it's 2 yellows. So he could be back. That could be interesting. I mean, Villa has struggled to score. So
the last few games, yeah. They just dropped off after the New Year.
Yeah, I mean, they drew leads the weekend before that too.
Did Tammy start? I don't think Tammy started either.
No, he didn't. He came on.
Yeah.
So I don't think you could really gamble on him getting a start. So yeah, that's Villa for you. What else we got?
Burnley had an amazing day. They scored 3 goals, but they lose the game in the 93rd minute.
I think that was unfair too. I think they probably like common sense to me says that goal that they scored that got disallowed in like the 93rd minute or 95th minute or whatever probably should have counted. But
there was a few of those this weekend.
But they had, for Burnley, they had a lot of high-scoring games. Jadon Anthony, 24. Hannibal Mejbri, 23.25. Zion Fleming, who's been pretty good, 14.75. So it was a lot of, obviously, with 7 goals, a lot of people scored a lot of points.
Yeah, there are several players that are up there, weren't they, in the top 20, I think. Like Larson, you said, Fleming. I think that's 2 weeks in a row where he scored double figures. So
scored goals 2 weeks in a row. So yeah, that's a big part of it.
Yeah.
And obviously Brentford, you got to talk about Damsgaard. I think he had 35 plus points. First time he started in a while and he shows up in a major way. So I think me and a lot of people benched him or dropped him. And then when this happened, it was painful. But if you were patient with him and you saw he started and you rolled the dice this week, you were really heavily rewarded. So that's good. You hope that he's going to kick on from here.
Yeah, we'll see. We know Damsgaard's a good player. He got a goal and assist. Is he going to do that every game? But no. Look at his ghost points too.
But I think the only reason he was being benched is because he just wasn't playing. Like the coach took him out of the team. Otherwise, people are pretty happy to continue to start him. So he's kind of like the Minta situation right now, where if he's not starting, he's probably droppable. But the second he gets a game, you want to have him. So I don't blame anyone for holding on to him for that reason.
Yeah.
And then moving on, Liverpool scores 5 goals, no thanks to Mo Salah. I think it's the second time they score 5 and Salah had 0 contribution.
It's crazy.
He has not scored a goal since November 1st. Mo Salah had the second lowest scores from the team with 1 point.
Fuck.
He hasn't scored a goal. He's maybe had maybe 2 to 3 assists since he's been back, but maybe only one of them was kind of like a real assist. There was a few that were pretty fantraxy, not indicative of that they were repeatable. You know what I mean? There was one where he rolled a ball off a direct free kick to Sloboslai. Another where it was a fantrax assist.
No, he took a shot and it bounced off the goalkeeper and then went to the player.
So for the year, he has 4 goals, 6 assists. Obviously, he went to AFCON where they made the finals. Did they win the finals or they lost? Still, yeah, that's not the point. But from the 4 goals, I wonder how many of them are penalties. I haven't looked this up. And I was also wondering, is it the largest drop-off from year to year to the amount of goals, considering the minutes and the playing time has been there? Last year, he scored 29 goals and 18 assists. So far, his 4 goals and 6 assists.
I think that's a good, the quantifier there is considering the minutes, right? For the amount of minutes played, that drop-off is pretty extreme.
Yes.
And the minutes per game, last year was 88. This year is 85. So it's not like he's playing 60 minutes, 50 minutes.
No, so I think that's a really good way to quantify it. It's not like there was an injury or he's being subbed out. It's he's still playing all the games, just not doing.
They'll cash out on him this summer anyway. Bye, Salah.
Yeah, brutal. I think that who were the good scorers? Obviously, Ekitike had 2 goals and an assist, or he had 1 goal and an assist.
1-1. He had 1-1. Van Dijk had a goal. Gravenberch scored 16.5. Gakpo had a goal, 16.25. McAllister, 14.25.
I called McAllister a few weeks ago as someone I was interested in. He's been good since, but I think it's just a matter of how. It's okay. Is this a hot streak, or are they doing something different that's allowing him to be more get more in the field? Not having Wirtz.
McAllister having to play a more offensive role.
How did Sloboslai perform, considering that he was playing in the 10?
10 points.
10 points. 10 points for the
good.
10 position. Okay.
And that Frimpong came back from his injury. He played the last 12 minutes and he had an assist. Yeah.
Yep.
Which was an own goal, essentially, right?
Yeah, it was an own goal.
Scored, so he got the assist for it.
But still, he got the assist for it. It's crazy.
Good for him.
On the West Ham side, your favorite Deuce?
Yeah, I added him to Waiver, so we'll talk about him a little later. He had a really good assist.
Thomas Suchek had 16 points, which, love to see it. He's been around for a while. He had a goal, played almost the whole game, 88.
Mm-hmm.
And then Somerville, who's been pretty money recently, he had 4.75. So he was riding on a
drop off.
A little drop off.
6 amazing games in a row. So,
but I watched this game. It was pretty entertaining. I still felt like Somerville was a really big threat. It just nothing came off. This, we're in the past games where he'd had like a little run where he was able to burst or had like a little moment. So I'm not super worried about Somerville. In that sense, I feel like he's still is cooking.
Then the next game, Everton. Beto starts for Everton, scores a goal. Barry comes off the bench. He also scores a goal on the 83rd minute right after Jacob Murphy scored.
Mm-hmm.
Another one, McNeil, who is a pod favorite, that he actually had a good game. I think he had the assist and he finished with 14.75 points. So it was good to see McNeil perform well. And then Beto had his best game of the year at 20.5 points. Obviously, he's lost the starting job to Barry, who's been pretty...
But didn't he start? Didn't Beto start?
Yeah, Beto starts. So
No. So Beto started the game. When the year started, he was the starter on the team. And then Barry took over as the starting 9.
But neither of them have really been consistent scorers.
Yeah, but congratulations to those people that added Beto on the morning and fucking got 20 points.
Yeah. I think the jury's still out on who's gonna start midweek. Yeah. You think it's Beto guaranteed or
no? I think it's the opposite. Beto started, so I think Barry's going to start.
Yeah.
I mean, whichever one of those guys starts against Burnley, you like your chances, right?
Oh yeah, Burnley sucks.
Yeah. So out of the 28 matches, Barry has started 19. Beto has started 9.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
and then Manchester City, they arrest Haaland. Semenyo scores the only goal.
He was injured.
Was he injured?
He got a knock. Yeah.
Got it. Okay, so Haaland doesn't play. Semenyo scores. Savio comes back, plays 21 minutes. This was a game Shirky started. I thought he would have an amazing game, but
4 points.
Disappointed. Yeah, and I also thought we would see more goals in this game. I know it's hard playing at Leeds, but Leeds City, you expect more goals, but 1 goal, that's all it took.
So I think, considering this, and it's like, I think it's very possible Haaland doesn't play midweek too, because it might just be too soon off the knock.
Who are they playing?
Question.
Forest. They're playing Forest.
Oh yeah, they don't need to play him.
But I think that even though he didn't perform well in the week when he started in Haaland's place, I think Marmoush is probably the one that's most likely to benefit from Haaland being out. Yeah. But it's just a matter of do you want him? Is it worth starting? Like the week prior, Marmoush had an assist and scored like 16 plus or 14 plus. But this week, no assist, no nothing. He only scored 2.75 points on 67 minutes. So it's just a question of, is that worth it to play him?
Well,
I think it's still worth it.
It's also going to be more of a clusterfuck for City because Savio's back. Doku's back. Shirky's playing amazing. Roger's getting a start all the time, and so is Bernardo Silva. So
don't forget about Foden.
Foden as well.
He's there at least.
Yeah. So and obviously this is. I mean, let's be honest. City cannot drop any more points if they want to win the league.
No, they have to win. They have to win every single game.
Every single game. So I think knowing that, they're always going to get the best players, and I think even whoever is on the bench, I think they're going to play about 70 minutes, and subs are going to come on for whether it's Doku coming on, Shirky coming in, or Savio. And those are 3 players, with the exception of Savio this year, that even if they come on late to the game, they could produce a lot of points for the team.
Mm-hmm. I agree. Dribbles completed, crosses to the box, key passes. They all could do every single one of those stats.
And then Ryan Atnori got his first assist for the year. Last year for the Wolves, he had 7. City were actually led by their right back and left back. Yeah.
And Guehi had a good game too.
Yeah.
He did 12.25, but Nunes and Atnori had respectively 24.75, 23.5.
Yeah, those are amazing scores for both of them.
What
Chico, I
happens
know
when they're
you have
rostered
them.
by-
In one of our leagues, you have both of them. And in
I
our
held
other,
up to I third when you people said drop him.
oh wait, that's funny.
Who
That
said drop him?
in our other
Keith.
league, Tico,
Oh.
I have both of them. So it's kind of funny.
Really?
was
Did you
both-
play
yeah.
both of them?
I did play both of them, and I still lost.
And Atori has been getting the starts on a. That's what Keith's doing. He's just copying my roster to do better fantasy.
You know what's funny? I think he's got a combination of your roster and my roster, and it's just not working.
What? I've had Nunes since I've drafted Nunes, and I picked him at Norwich because if someone dropped him. I'm not even aware of you. I'm not even aware of your existence in these leagues.
Falsehood.
Wow.
Okay. So yes, we talked about City. Is there anything
Leeds
to talk about
has-
Leeds? I mean,
didn't Stark still have a good game? Struck still had a good game. I think the defenders still had a good game in this game because they only let in one, so they were busy.
Stock had 12, Ampadu had 9,
Yeah.
Darlow, the goalie, had 9, Struck had 8. Solid, nothing. I mean, the City scores were like they had like
No,
five
I'm saying that,
they had a lot.
but City was on the winning side.
Yeah.
Leeds was on the losing
Stash
side.
is like Stash is kind of like the modern Pascal Gross in the sense that he just like scores points.
Did we talk about Pascal Gross yet?
Not yet.
We
We'll
have,
get there.
but we will. But yeah, but Stash is kind of like that profile where he just like you don't know how he does it, but he just does it.
Honestly, I feel like we don't have to talk about Leeds for the rest of the year because I feel like Leeds, fantasy-wise, they're like the usual suspects. It's always the same people
It's always
performing.
the same people.
Yeah, always same
very
people.
true. Very true.
Yeah.
What's
So
next?
next we have Welbeck scores again, back to back. The Welbeck streak is on. We'll see how long that goes. But for them, it was obviously Welbeck scoring was amazing, and then on the forward side, Gibbs is the one who scored.
So there were 3 really good goals in the game between Brighton and Forest, right? So Gomez scored an amazing goal.
Yeah.
Did you guys see that one where like Gross like popped it out to him on the right wing and he did hit the half volley on with the outside of his foot and like low and bent it around the keeper. The keeper probably should have saved it. It was so amazing.
Yeah.
And then Gibbs White scored that amazing curler from the center. Or not a curler, like a knuckler.
Like a knuckle.
And then Welbeck scored like a classic little striker goal. So
it's like Welbeck's doing the opposite of what he's done the last couple of years, which is he started off really pretty rough this season, and now he's starting to pick it up.
Yeah, I mean, he's available in a lot of leagues. He's owned it. I mean, 73% he's owned, but still.
He's not on. He's owned in both our leagues. I need a really striker.
I mean, it's a tough position, so I get it. I mean, there's definitely worse ways you can go, and if Brighton's starting to look up a little bit, I don't blame you.
Man, should we talk about Pascal Gross and how freaking amazing he's looking? Like he just
what are his numbers?
Beat.
He scored 20 this week.
I think so. Goal and assist, didn't he?
No, just
just an assist.
But still. Yeah, Pascal Gross, 20 points. His last 2 games, 20, 8.5, 12.75, 7.5, 12.5, 17, 9.75.
Dude.
And then 5. So but still, great.
Still. With ghost points, he contributes on offensive goals and defensive goals.
And I mean, to think that people got him for pretty much free. He came in January and like not a lot of fanfare. There probably wasn't that much hype unless you knew what was going on. He could be a league winner for a lot of people.
Yeah, someone picked him up. Didn't you say he's 33 fab?
Yeah, in our league. I got him in our league where we don't have fab. I got him off waivers. So yeah, but I think Kyle spent 33 fab on him, which is I think in hindsight, like
no,
that's great. I think that's
you're getting payback for what you added. So, well, I'm going. But let's go.
Okay. It's for last thing. Just talking about Gomez. I think that's his second goal in 2 games.
Oh, 2 and 3, isn't it?
He's on waivers.
2 and 2. He's on waivers. Okay, so just shouting him out too. Okay, what's next?
One of 2 London derbies. This one, no, this was the. Sorry. But both of you guys were on the losing side of derbies this week. Man, 2 defeated people. It's a Real Madrid lost today, if it counts. So, but this one we had it was like the dream case for our podcast. Richarlison scores. Harry Wilson scores. Iwobi scores. Oscar Bob with 2 Bs gets an assist. So it's like everyone we like, with the exception of like Jimenez, contributed something. But when I saw it, I was like, this is interesting. Xavi Simons has a shit game because, a week after I praised him. And then the other thing of note over here, fantasy-wise, Kevin had an injury, so he's most likely done for the year.
operation.
Which is good news for Oscar Bob, I guess.
With 2 Bs.
And
Oscar Bob with 2
Chukwueze.
Bs, yeah. And
Chukwueze
Chukwueze came back from his injury and played for a little bit, right? He came off the bench to play.
Yep, more minutes. Yeah, not too much. Honestly, I'm not going to whine. I think Jackson got fouled before that volley went in, but, it is what it is. I guess you can get, thrown to the ground, but you can put someone in a headlock and handball and, and you can punch somebody in the face. And,
I don't even know. I don't think any of us know what you're talking about. You're just
you're
like a conspiracy theorist.
Rice hugging the Chelsea player.
Rice hugging the Chelsea player and handballing there. Raya punching João Pedro. Dragon's getting pushed in the back by Jimenez, like pushed. Not even what happened to the Arsenal player.
You're talking the Chelsea game.
So Chelsea and Tottenham. I'm saying Dragon's got pushed in the back too. I'm just saying. I'm looking at other games.
How happy are you guys that Sergey was not able to join the podcast this week or last week after Arsenal beating Tottenham and Chelsea?
Because I still have to deal with him either way.
I just ignore him now. I don't even let him affect me.
God, he's got. But the thing is, this is what I said. He says some stupid shit.
Okay, yeah, we don't need to get into like the reasons why we are frustrated with our producer. We don't need to get too deep into that. I just will say that. Like, he single-handedly is making me root against Arsenal to win the league. Like, literally almost single-handedly. Like, I have other Arsenal friends that are, like, great, that are, like, enjoyable and are respectful. And
I don't know any of those. I don't know any of those.
It was a great selfie, though.
Shout out Luke that we play with. He came over on Sunday and we watched the game. That really had really respectful dialogue that we had during the match. And all the whole time I was thinking about, like, man, Sergey would be such a dick if he was here.
You know what, man? That's not it. Then it must just be me, because I even had Derek over once and, like, rooting against England in my house.
Yeah, I know. Okay, so that was that game. Is there anything else to really talk about there? I mean, I think honestly, the one thing I do want to say, and I'm like not trying to rub it in too much, is that like this was the very first time where I legitimately was like, oh wow, like Tottenham actually is in a relegation battle. Like before, it was kind of just like banter and talk, and now it's starting to really feel like legitimate, like not funny, like kind of like actually like, oh, you should actually be a little worried.
Let's be honest. The only reason why we're still where we are is because all the other fucking teams lost. They're in the same position. And that's not going to happen every week. That's not going to happen every week.
When you look at Tottenham's roster, whether it's fantasy-wise or just the roster itself, like, what player is good enough to be, like, on a competing team? Like, the only who?
Are you talking about Tottenham's team?
Tottenham, yeah.
Yeah, but you also have, I mean, in their defense, their whole almost all their starting 11 is injured. So it's really hard to be like, well, be good enough, because like a lot of teams, like their second.
No. Yeah, I'm talking about the current team. I'm not talking about like the starting 11 on day one. I'm talking about what they are right now.
Yeah, I totally agree. I mean, maybe Solanke, who's coming back from a massive injury. Maybe Pedro Porro on certain teams. Like a lot of teams, I don't think Pedro Porro would do that well on.
No,
like
yeah,
I think their best player is James Maddison, and obviously they lost him before the year even started. So,
well, James Maddison, Richarlison, Kulusevski, these are all players that are in there.
Last year it was amazing. Yeah, is Kulusevski gonna come back this year?
Bloody know, man.
I mean, remember during drafts, people were drafting. They thought he was gonna come back like in like a month, and it's now we're what 6, 7, 8 months later. So it is brutal over there. So from the Fulham side, they're on a little bit of a tear. Like, good for them. They're definitely scoring. They're attacking. They're having little moments. That Iwobi goal was pretty amazing. That little like side foot knuckler,
little snooker shot.
Yeah. So I think like jumping on that bandwagon is not a bad thing.
No, Fulham, I would.
Yeah.
And they are only 5 points behind 6th place Chelsea and 8 points behind 5th place. So like
they're still fighting for something.
Yeah.
What's going on there?
There's purpose there.
Well, what's the next one you got, Tico?
All right, let's go. Sesko and Bruno score. Can they be stopped? No.
Tico, are you one of the fans that think they're going to win the league? I've seen that. Have you seen that? Those like delusional fans. They're like, Man United are going to win the league. Here's how they're going to do it. They're going to win every single game.
And also has to lose 3 or 4 games.
Yeah.
No, they're 13 points behind. It's ridiculous. Yeah.
They don't have to play. They can't play Arsenal again, right? They've already played them twice.
They played him twice, yeah.
They've already played him twice. So it's only Man City that we saw. I think, does Liverpool play Arsenal again? Oh, no, they played him twice.
No, I mean, we'll get to Arsenal on the last game. But so for United, Sesko started, which he's been coming off the bench recently, and Ahmad was the one who bit the bullet, and he moved to the bench. And Boimo played on the right, Cunha on the left, and Ahmad still came on, and he's still at 8 points in 21 minutes. United is just looking amazing.
They look really
They're
good.
looking good. I mean, again, I'm looking at them like, a few things don't go their way in that game. Like, I didn't think that they played particularly bad. Like that, they played on, who was it? Oh, Palace. Like Palace scored early, and it took a long time for United to break them down.
Well, they also got a red, so both of the goals came after one red, the penalty, and then one.
Yeah, and that's kind of what I'm getting at. It's like I feel like good fortune and good like individual kind of performances have papered over some of these cracks for United. But compared to the way that they're being spoken about.
Here's the difference, though, Keith. Earlier in the year, if they went down 1-0, you're like,
without a doubt,
it's over. Yeah.
Yeah. I'm saying they're so much better than they were that there's no way you can argue that. But I'm saying that the way that they're being spoken about, I feel like they're not quite as good as people are treating them, and they've been a little bit fortunate on the side of like things have gone their way in these like tight moments.
Correct.
Which you need a little bit of. I'm not saying that that's like
but
I'm just saying there's like a level. It's like the last few games I watched them, I'm not like, wow, these have been dominant performances that they've just absolutely controlled.
It's not the performance; it's just the product you see. You see the fight.
You see the fight. Yeah, that's super fair. Super fair.
And then for Bruno Fernandes last week against Everton, he had 0 points in 90 minutes. He rebounded with 39.5 points, like a monster fucking game. 6 key passes, 3 shots, goal, assist.
He's gonna pass Haaland pretty comfortably, if not next week, if not this midweek, very soon. And he's gonna probably run away with the number 1 spot, I think, by the end of the year at this clip.
But he's gonna have played more games than Haaland.
Yeah,
but you still have more
points. That's just the nature of it. Yeah.
The best ability is availability.
Yeah. But Tigo, to your point, I mean, just unstoppable monster, huh?
Yeah, I think I agree. I disagree a little bit. I think Manchester has looked a lot better in the build-up, like just them finding the pass in their play. I think they look a lot better. Do I think they're going to win the league? No, but do I think they have a few pieces and a manager that can bring them somewhere? I'm not saying it's Carrick. I'm saying the next person. I think they've got all the pieces. We already know how good their players are.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think that's disagreeing. I think we agree. I was just saying I feel like they're a little overhyped for what we're but I'm still thinking compared to where they were, so much better.
Well, they 16th last season.
I also thought it was interesting. Like kudos to I guess Carrick is that Sesko started this game after coming off the bench for the last few, managed to get a goal.
Yeah,
looked good. I mean, made difficult decision to bench Diallo. Had Mbeumo come on off the right as opposed to playing striker. So there were some decisions made, which is good.
Sesko's been in amazing form. He scored in 3 goals in a row, and 2 of them he came off the bench. He had another against Fulham. He came off the bench. He scored a goal, and then he had the brace against Burnley in January 7th. So that's 7 goals in 9 games. He's been on amazing form. It doesn't matter if he starts or he comes off the bench. And I think you could see, Kyle mentioned that, I think you could see something there. They actually might have a striker who could put balls in the net.
Yeah, it's exciting for them. I think it's just now just trying to figure out how to make all the pieces work. You have like, there's always going to be one person missing out. And it seems like right now it's either Dallo or Sesko, right? Depending on the formation they use.
Yeah.
And I mean, earlier under Carrick, it was when Dorgy was there, it was Cunha. So, I think the safe bets are obviously Bruno and Mbeumo.
Yeah.
In that team.
On the Palace side, obviously there was the red card. Every time I see his name, LaCroix, I think of that sparkling water.
Sparkling water, of course.
Yeah. Dean Henderson had another amazing game.
17 points.
16.25. Yeah. No one else scored. Brennan Johnson got the start over Jurgen Larsen.
For the assist.
Actually, no, both of them started together. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
And then I think Palace has an easy game. I'm sorry. They played Tottenham. Sorry. I didn't even want to take a shot. It just
came naturally.
It's just it is what it is at this point. It's not even fun anymore when it's this easy. So I mean, good for Tottenham because obviously he's a big part of their defense. But ironically, besides Henderson and LaCroix, no one else scored big on the team. It was.
This is kind of a must win for Tottenham, but I also think you look at Palace, they haven't been great. They got, they haven't been doing great. So I think Tottenham really needs to get something here. But I'm not necessarily afraid of ruling out my Tottenham assets in this game. In this coming game.
It is at the Tottenham Stadium. It might be the first year for Tottenham this year.
Horrible home record. Horrible every record, but home record has been horrible.
But yeah, brutal.
Anyway.
So Brennan Johnson, so he literally played almost 60 minutes, and he had all his points were from 1 key pass and 1 assist. He literally had 0 other contributions whatsoever in 60 minutes. Which is just so weird. You know what I mean?
Proper Tottenham player.
He had 1 moment. What did you say, Anto?
So he's a proper Tottenham player, had 1 moment, and that was it.
You could take the player out of Tottenham, but you can't take the Tottenham out of the player.
Another note is Ismail Sarr. Like, what are you doing with him? Is he almost droppable again? He went on a little run where he scored 2 games in a row after AFCON, and after having a good AFCON, people are like, oh wow, maybe he's going to be viable. And the last 3 games in a row, he's been pretty garbage. So
garbage.
Something to look at, something to consider. I wouldn't be mad at people for dropping him.
No.
Okay, what's next?
And then it was the game of the week. Arsenal scored 3 set-piece goals. They win 2-1. Neto gets one of the dumbest trades I've seen, trying to tackle fucking Martinelli of all people. Good news for Chelsea fans is that Gyökeres didn't score. Keith, do you know what that means?
Chelsea's not a small club.
Chelsea's not a small club. Congrats. And then obviously a lot happened over here. I thought that was an obvious penalty on Rice.
Yeah. The foul on us,
yeah. You could flip a coin, go with the handball or go with the foul. I thought it was more of a foul than the handball, but
he did it a couple times, mate.
Yeah, there was a few. There's the João Pedro one too. I mean, it's also, you can't if you're gonna win, you're gonna win, and it's like you also got to give props to Raya. He had made 2 amazing saves. One off that Garnacho cross.
Yeah,
and there was another off a header where he dove. He had to do a backwards dive to get that ball out. He had a few really good moments. So. I thought Chelsea were better in points, and I thought Arsenal were better in points. But at the end of the day, it's one of those things. They didn't help themselves with that red. That's their 7th red in the Premier League and their 9th red of the season total.
You've nearly got an
idiotic red.
Yeah, we're literally a midfielder and another striker away from a full team of reds.
Because you have the manager on there too.
Yeah, we have the manager on there too. It's so idiotic.
Set piece versus red card FCs. Don't know what's going to happen.
What are you going to do?
The GIF I sent in the group chat, I don't know who cares to hear this. Every time, Arsenal does well or Gyökeres does well, Sergey says the GIF of them running towards the camera, right? Like with
you do it backwards.
Yeah, because it was a no goal.
Yeah, I know. I got it. No, I got it.
No?
How'd you get it? Did you make it? How'd you get the meme to go backwards?
I'm glad you asked. To make a short story long. So I saved the GIF, and I was trying to figure this. So I Googled it, went to a couple of things. I screen recorded, tried to do it that way. But then I found the website, just uploaded, it reverses everything for you.
I love that.
But I was so proud of it. No, not even a single thumbs up, nothing.
Honestly, man,
I was not in a state to be engaging with other people.
Oh, you're definitely not going to engage. But it's Tico. It's Tico.
But
sometimes I scroll past your shit.
On a losing end of derbies.
Yeah, brutal. Okay, let's see. This was we actually went pretty deep on our recap, our headlines. So this will be waivers, and we're pretty much going to be pretty close to done.
All right, so I'm kind of power through them. Some of these we mentioned, so I'll just power through them. Oscar Bob with 2 Bs, midfielder for Fulham, rostered at 47%. Mentioned him last week briefly, but he got the start and got the assist. Kevin is out, so more playing time for him, and probably will be in the rotation.
You feel good about if he gets another start. You feel pretty good about it, right? They're playing West Ham next.
Yeah,
you're playing West Ham next.
West Ham just shipped 5 to Liverpool.
It's whoever West Ham plays, that's the team I'm supporting that week.
I mean,
unless it's Arsenal.
If I were you, I'd be targeting Forest. I think West Ham's going to stay out. I think Forest is just going down.
No, I'm targeting West Ham because they're already in relegation, and I need them to keep losing.
And then we have Diego Gomez, midfield for Brighton, rostered at 39%. That's 2 games in a row he has a goal. And there, Brighton is playing Arsenal, so hard to bank on the goal. But
I think there's some history there, though. I think Brian gives them a hard time.
Do they?
Well,
I'm wishful thinking at this point.
I feel like it tells you on FootMob. Let me see head to head. Wins 6, wins 10. The last few matches, Arsenal's won most of them. They had 2 draws.
Okay, I like that. I like draws.
In January of 2025 and August of 2024, they had 1-1 draws.
Nice.
Oh, so they draw once a year. There we go.
There you go. Here we go.
Yeah, so this is our year. This is our game.
Is it at home? Is it Brighton at home?
It is Brighton at home.
God, they got to go to the beach, man. It's horrible over there.
Why is it horrible over there? Is it just not like
I'll tell you this right now, mate. Like when you go on Instagram and you see beautiful beaches, does England beaches ever come up?
No, I've never even. I don't even know what to imagine.
Because no one wants to go there, mate. Like,
I'm
imagining like Coney Island vibes.
No, it's worse. At least there's a fucking fairground, mate. You're going over there for like, fish and chips is good, obviously, because it's right by the sea. But sometimes it's not even sand. Sometimes it's pebbles.
I actually like those beaches more.
Pebbles?
Yeah.
With rocks?
Yes.
You want to lie on rocks?
I do not want to get sand on my feet when I'm at the beach. I don't like sand. Give me rocks.
Man. Strange, man.
But I went to on a trip. I went to Barcelona. Didn't go to the beach because it was sand. I went to Croatia, Dubrovnik. It was all pebbles. Love that shit.
Good to know. Okay. Are you guys going to be trying to pick up Diego Gomez?
I'm actually good on midfielders, but if you were desperate for midfielders, I would.
You know what? Let's do some schedule watch for Brighton.
Keith is just weighing up his freaking options, whether there's a point of him going for him right now.
I'm telling you, the only reason Keith does this podcast is to kind of get a gauge of the league what we're going to be doing.
I don't need you guys. I make all my decisions by you.
You do need us. You've never won the league.
I did. I've never
won the league either.
You guys,
don't worry, Keith. I've never won either.
You free to acknowledge.
You need people like me.
Okay, let's move on then.
I've consistently come top 3 though.
Matthias Jensen, midfield for Brentford, rostered at 34%, has started the last 9 games, and over that span, he's averaging 8.2 points.
Not bad.
So
not bad.
That's pretty good for a team that's doesn't do a lot of clean sheets.
Mm. Yeah, I think it's been good. I think the biggest thing is like if Damsgaard continues to start, will that eat into him a little bit? I think he ended up still scoring like 7 to 9 points. I don't remember exactly what it was, but it's still respectable.
Yeah.
So, yeah, he's one of the higher ones on my list for the waivers because their upcoming schedule is Bournemouth tomorrow, and then they have Wolves, Leeds, Brentford, Fulham, United, West Ham. So it's kind of a lighter schedule for the you feel confident starting with some potential clean sheets, I would say.
You're boring Keith. Keep on going.
Then we have Dwight McNeil, midfielder for Everton, 33%, over 10 points in 2 of his last 3 games, has 2 assists. We love McNeil. Fell off for whatever reason, but we talked to him about him a lot. He's someone, if he's starting, I feel confident playing him. Moving on, we have Santiago Bueno, defender for Wolves, roster at 7%. He's averaging 10 points over the last 4 with 3 clean sheets.
Yeah, but how long is that going to happen?
I think the only rub there is they play Liverpool.
Yeah. There you go.
So just be cautious.
Just choose the right Bueno.
Yeah.
And his name's Hugo.
All right.
Hugo.
Okay, next. Do you want me to take it?
Yeah, these are yours. I think you added these.
Okay, next is Mads Hermansen, keeper for West Ham at 7%, averaging 14.5 over the last 3 with a total of 12 saves and 2 clean sheets. Conceded 1 goal. Obviously, Liverpool was the exception last week, was not good. But in general, Liverpool is there. In general, West Ham has been significantly better. And then I honestly think when you look at that game, some of those goals were just like a little bit unfortunate. Like they were just good goals, So yeah. I back him to continue to have pretty good scores the rest of the season. I think they play Fulham next. And then even in a team like that, like you're not that mad about. Obviously, you're not happy when they score 5 like Liverpool did, but like Man City or Villa, like you're not that mad about those types of games where like that's gonna be busy.
Yeah, and they did put in 2. They put 2 goals in, and it wasn't like it was garbage goals. They were trying to climb back.
Yeah. Next on here is Radu Dragonson. He's on here unironically, like he's actually on here for real. These Spurs 1% owned. I think he's averaging like 9.75 over the last 3, even though they've given up like 8 goals.
You know,
so I'm just saying there's something going on there, like where there's actually some points. If they were to ever like kind of get something to get it together a little bit,
you know where those points are coming from, right?
I know.
Go on.
clearances, Ariel's one.
Yes,
Yeah.
that is it, because he's panicking the whole time. This guy panics and just whacks the ball out. Like, he's what I epitomize myself as a defender when I'm playing against players that are a lot better than me, which is quite a few.
Everyone.
Yeah, and I just whack it out. But
he's just not at the level.
Yeah,
But
he's not.
like for fantasy, you're just kind of like, well, if he's getting activity, it might be worth a spin, you know?
It's true.
Next on here is Deuce from West Ham. I've been talking about how much I love my West Ham assets.
Yeah, you pick him up, you drop him, you pick him up. It's like Man City defenders and goalkeepers all over again.
It's like a toxic relationship with me and Deuce. But this last game, he's had a strong season. It's like 3 of his last 4 have been really strong. And yeah, I think, like, you know, Fulham, it's very possible that he has a pretty good match against them. Especially with the way that Fulham fullbacks like to get high, that'll create space for him to get in behind. Big, strong guy. If West Ham do go down, I think he probably gets a transfer away.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I'm interested in that one. The last one on here is Branthwaite from Everton, defender, scored a goal this week, which was great. But I think on top, like, other than that, he's kind of like the Everton. He's been injured most of the season, but he's like their linchpin defender. That, you know, him and Tarkowski were supposed to be like the guys there. So I think with him back, I think that partnership's going to lock up and lock in and be pretty difficult to play against or play with, you know, teams. And the fact they play Burnley next, it's just juicy. Juicy. Any other kind of any other ones we want to call out?
No, man. I think we said it last week, but we've got 10 games left. Don't be scared to drop players that aren't fucking performing, especially if you're in like other last place. There's no relegation here, but if you're in like trying to get to top 3, don't be scared to drop players.
Yeah, it's home stretch right now. You really got to make moves. Okay, round 29, bunch of games. It's kind of tricky. There's 1, 2, 3, 4 games on Tuesday, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 games on Wednesday, then 1 game on Thursday. So that Thursday game is where you really got to be careful. It's Tottenham, Crystal Palace, and not having any risky picks there, huh?
Honestly, outside of Dean Henderson and Muniz, why would you even risk anyone else?
Yeah, I mean, there's anyone on Tottenham you're I mean, again, like the guys who have Zenny Simmons are probably going to play him because they don't have another option, right?
Yeah,
like, I don't know. Yeah.
But again, like, they're probably going to play.
And then you think like obviously you're going to play you're going to play the Palace defenders that have given you so many points. Like Chris Richards.
Yeah, you're going to play exactly the players you're going to play. Like, it's not worth risking someone else. Like, oh, let me hold out. What if Solanke starts or Richarlison starts? Who cares?
Yeah, if it's Solanke or Richarlison, well, you know what? Screw that. If Richarlison starts, he could score. If Solanke starts. If Solanke starts,
I think a good example is like I have Ismail Assar and he's been not good, and so there's no point. Like I just know he's staying on my bench, if I might even be dropping him, you know, because it's like he's offering me nothing this week because there's no way I'm gonna wait till then. Some interesting games I think to maybe chat briefly about would be Newcastle United, Manchester United. That's always an interesting one. Newcastle I think has lost 3 in a row, so they're looking for a bounce back game. That's on Wednesday.
A question for Vincenzo.
Yes.
What?
Ooh.
What do you mean?
It has to be City.
Why would I be rooting for Forest?
It has to be City. There's no reason to root for Forest.
There's no reason I'd root for
but just
Forest.
to stop.
Relegation.
I want City to beat Forest.
That's right. Yeah, City for sure. Yeah,
City for sure.
Because you're like you want City, like, not Arsenal.
I'm gonna tell you this right now. I've already got asked this question. Arsenal wins the league and Tottenham stays up. Arsenal doesn't win the league, Tottenham gets relegated. Ask me which one I want.
Tottenham,
you mentioned this in the chat.
No, come on, Enzo. No, I think that's the wrong.
I don't get wrong. If I'm going to choose one or the other, I don't mind getting relegated. We actually might win some fucking games.
You're one of those fans, man. You don't realize how bad
I hate Arsenal. I hate Arsenal. I hate Arsenal.
You guys have.
I hate Arsenal.
You know what's going to happen, right?
Contracts you guys have that you can get out of.
We're going to stay
Arsenal's going to win,
and
Tottenham's going to get relegated.
The worst case scenario.
That's the worst case scenario.
We'll put you on. I would make that joke. So, but this is a possibility that's actually out there. You kind of touched up on this sense, and I was upset because I wanted to bring this up in the chat. There's a world that the Spurs could win the
Champions League,
get relegated, and Arsenal could win the league, and especially if Arsenal bottles. Imagine like Arsenal doesn't win the league, Tottenham gets relegated, and Tottenham is the Champions League.
That'd be funny. Imagine that though. You'd literally be in the championship playing in the Champions League.
Yeah.
You
know what? That made me laugh. And you ever watch Ted Lasso?
Yeah.
Where he was like, so you win, you get top 4, and you play Champions League. But then if you get relegated, you play in another league called the Championship.
I know, it's really funny. Okay, I had another hypothetical just because we're at the end of the episode and we're shooting the shit. So there's been rumors that like if City was to get docked for all their infringements, then it would be like almost like a 60-point it wouldn't be off the table for like a 60-point penalty, which 60 points almost guarantees relegation, right?
Almost.
So I was trying to think of what would the number be to keep it really interesting for them to get relegated or not.
Like, what do you mean?
Like
how many points should they be 60, deducted?
No, not like what they should be. I think that's not really in our purview, but like
to make it interesting.
And what would be the most exciting number for them to get relegated?
40 points.
No,
so I think it's 50. Is my number.
I think 40.
So right now they have 59 points. West Ham, has 25.
And
if you deduct 50 points, they'll be at 9 points. There's no way they're coming out of it.
So what's that? They could score how many? They could score 30 more points.
Yeah, they can score 30 more points. And you got to think about their record this year. Like their record,
maybe second. 40, maybe 45.
Yeah. So I say 40 because that still makes it that they can get out, but get out cleanly.
But like 40, so like let's look at the last few years, right? So if you go,
I pulled it up. So last year, the team that was out of the relegation was Tottenham. Congratulations, they had 38 points.
38, yeah.
The year before, it was Forest at 32. So seems like over 30 is the magic number.
Yeah. That's what I'm looking at. So when you look at Man City the last few years, they had 91 points in 23-24. They had 71. Oh, that was in 24-25. Okay.
But Keith, Forest at 17 is already at 27. One more win, they're at 30. So essentially Forest gets like 2 wins or 3 wins. That's it. I think it would be like 45 would be sweet 45. Spot. So they have like 15 points. Because they'll be second to last. They'll be behind Burnley.
Yeah. So 45 is the number that would be like that would be an exciting watch all season long. Like if Kansas City, so they would have to score, and they would have to essentially score 40, 56. They'd have to score like 80 plus to get not relegated.
Yeah.
How many times have they done that in the last? That's kind of what I'm getting at.
I think they've done that a few times.
Most of the time. I mean,
I think
last year they scored 71, which is very out of character. The year before that it was 91. The year before that it was
89, 93, 86, 81.
They're doing it most years.
And Pep doesn't
100.
Pep doesn't.
They're doing it most years. That's what I'm saying. That's why I think 50 is better. Because they would be comfortable 6 out of the 8 years.
I'm gonna tell you right now, most teams,
45, 50,
especially Man United and Arsenal fans, they'll want to see 60, and Liverpool, they want to. see 60.
Yeah, of course. I mean, I think it's not about like what's fair, what's legit. I'm just thinking about what would be the number that would be exciting.
Send Pep the Jets to the championship.
You're saying there's a chance
he's leaving. They deduct 60 points from C. Whether he wins something this season or not, he's leaving.
I think if he gets relegated and he leaves, that would be terrible look.
I don't think so.
I mean, he'll probably. I mean, he has 1 more year in his contract, so if they get relegated, he'll probably stay for the last year of his contract. He'll probably stay for the last year of his contract. Be done.
I mean, he's never won the championship. He could be. Has the championship ever had like an invincible season?
No, but they've had. What was that one team where they were like over? Was it Fulham? Had over 100 points.
Mitrovic, when that year they came up with like Mitrovic and Harry Wilson was on that team.
Both the Semenyos.
Yeah.
They had a crazy team, and I scored like 121 points or something.
Yeah, they ran away with it.
Yeah.
All right, do we want to talk about anything else in these matchups, or should we just call it?
Just call it.
Yeah, I think good luck. Definitely, as you're doing your matchups, give yourself a plan for like if this guy doesn't start, who am I going to start? Because you like the amount of games and the way they're broken up is tricky.
And over the weekend we have the FA Cup matches, so there's not going to be another APL game week until the weekend of the 13th. 14 is when it starts. Yeah.
Yep.
And then after that, and then when's the international break? After the 20th is the international break. Wow.
Yep.
Yeah, it's coming. Everything's happening. It's happening quick. Make or break, boys. This has been episode 126 of Draft Offsides. My name is Keith. I'm with Tico and Enzo. Follow us at Draft Offsides, and we will be seeing you guys very soon.
Hey, what do you guys think about PSG being able to postpone a fucking game before? Right?
So weak.
They're on that league. Let me read a comment that we got on TikTok.
Oh.
So I posted the clip of, are we going to hate on Tottenham relegation or not? Mm-hmm. And then they put, because, over there we talked about if they get relegated, there's a chance they could win the championship. And they said they definitely are winning the league because they won't win the trophy if they get relegated. They're saying if they get relegated, they won't win the championship trophy next year.
Because they don't win trophies?
Yeah.
But we don't need to win the trophy. We just got to get through.
I know, but he's just saying in the sense of like, will they win the league? Because we in the episode,
yeah, it's nice. Yeah, it's cool.
I like this comment.
Fucking Getafe today, man. 14th place.
That's fine.
4 points behind Barcelona.
La Liga has like this much significance in my life. Champions League is where.
When was the last time
you didn't say that now after you guys took a big L?
Nah, like 3 years ago.
That was a good goal today though against.
Amazing goal,
great goal,
amazing goal,
pretty amazing. But like, come on, how does Real Madrid not really attack? Like, I feel like they had a few chances, but how do you not finish? Mm-hmm. How do you not create more? The way the formation one was weird to me. Like, I don't know, everything about that game was weird.
I think the most important player for Real Madrid is Jude Bellingham. And it's hard to play a game with Vinicius when he doesn't have a striker to play with. Like, Benzema was the ideal partner for him.
But so didn't they have that young guy in there, Garcia or whatever? Wasn't he playing striker? He's not quite the same. He's not quite.
Yeah. Like, Benzema's the threat for the pass, for the goal. This guy just wants to score.
Tico, do you really think that they have what are your chances, do you think Real Madrid actually win the Champions League this year?
So it's low, but I've also seen them like win the Champions League in years where I'm like, holy shit, how the fuck did they manage this?
Yeah.
I think one year they beat the defending champions. I think they beat Chelsea, who were the defending champions. They beat City, who were the EPL champions. They beat PSG and Munich, or like along those lines, or like those teams like that. So this isn't the first time.
Terrible too. I remember that year. They looked bad for a lot of the games, but then they just pull a rabbit out of the hat.
It was Champions League. They were just tearing it up.
Well, he's talking about Champions League right now, so
that's what I said. That's what I'm agreeing with him. Saying like,
so it's not one of those things where like you hear like players talk about it, and it's not like players like fucking, I don't know, like irrelevant players. It's like players like Toni Kroos, Luka Modric. They're like, when you wear it, there's always a belief, and like you could see in the opponent's eye. And the same thing, even Pep Guardiola, he talks about it openly, how like it's their tournament. That's why they have all of these comebacks. No, but to me, the frustrating part is how like fucking Barcelona always gets the easier side of the bracket, and they always. And it's like, it happens all the time. They still like fuck it up, obviously, but it's like frustrating for like a change. Get a gauntlet, play against a good team.
I don't think they get past the quarters. Barcelona.
Who's their quarter? I mean, their defense is ass.
I mean, they have to beat Newcastle, which I'm not convinced they're going to do.
That's going to be a difficult game.
Newcastle is pretty hard, like, especially in Europe. And then they have to beat one of Atletico or Tottenham, and like as bad as Tottenham have been in.
It's probably gonna be Atletico though. Let's be honest.
Yeah, but like as bad as Tottenham have been in the league, like they've looked really good in Europe. So,
dude, I mean, Atletico just spanked Barcelona recently 4-0.
Exactly. Atletico is like,
that's what I'm saying. Atletico's are good.
They're a joy in the way that they upset teams.
It's just, I feel like Tottenham are gonna fuck shit up and beat Atletico.
I hope so. I freaking hope so, bro.
But then, I mean, it would be very amazing to see Tottenham get into the semis of the Champions League.
How amazing would it be if Bodo Glimt beat Arsenal?
Oh my god!
I think Bodo Glimt beating Sporting would be a story on its own. Like much less Arsenal.
They're on a freaking. They're doing some amazing things right now. Can we look, talk about
Arsenal? I couldn't tell you what they
Arsenal.
are, but I know they're amazing, whatever they are. I haven't really watched them much. But okay, I will say that, remember, did you draw against them earlier in this year, Enzo? And I was like, hey, they're no pushover. And I like, you can check the chat. I say in the chat.
No, you did say that.
Hey, they're no slouch. Like, they're going to impress
They beat Man City.
Yeah.
They beat Man City. Hey, what, just, if you look at Arsenal's last games, I don't see them dropping points besides City.
It has to be scheduled losses or injuries.
Yeah, I don't see him. I don't see him dropping any points.
They lost points. They dropped points to Wolves, man. Come on.
I know, but I'm just saying. If you think about who this Arsenal team is, they shouldn't lose. Brighton, Everton, and then what? Bournemouth, Newcastle.
They're gonna drop. I'll tell you.
No, dude, they could drop points to Newcastle. They could drop points to Fulham and Palace.
I think they could drop points to Everton. They could drop points to Bournemouth.
Shit, I think it's going to happen.
They could drop points to, we said Newcastle. Hell, I can see them dropping points at West Ham.
Well, the thing with
they don't need to drop points. They don't need to drop points.
They have to lose to City.
No, they don't.
If they win every single game,
that's the City is. If City wins out, they win the league.
No, they don't.
Yeah, they do.
Yes, they do.
They're 4 points. They're 5.
They have a game in hand.
They have a game in hand. And
yeah, but they're still 4 points behind them. 5 points behind them.
It's 5 points.
So if they beat them, then they're 2 points behind them.
Yeah, and then they have a game in hand.
They have a game in hand, so they'll win by 1 point.
Yes.
Arsenal has played 29. City have played 28.
If Arsenal win every game but this game against City, and City wins every single game, then City wins.
That is the base case scenario because they lose by 1 point. Chef's kiss.
Yeah, truly.
I think
truly.
I'll just say that you guys are right, but I'm looking at it completely different to you. Yeah, they got a game. So they're 59 points. City's got a game in hand. So they beat Arsenal now. Say they played Arsenal tomorrow.
62 points.
Oh,
there we go.
Yeah. Thank God. Man City, win out, please. Just fucking win out.
And City has done this many times before where they just kind of...
They go on a tear at the end.
Yeah, I fucking hope so, boys. I don't... if I move to England, I don't want to deal with that. I don't want to. I don't. And I'm moving to Islington.